Welcome back. It's Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. You can be part of the show. Yes, you can. You can talk to us on Twitter. We're Channels_Sports, Facebook Channels-Sports. We're still looking at the lessons Nigeria can get out of the 2016 Rio Olympics. It was just a bronze medal. Football, yes, we love the sport, gave Nigeria that medal, but there were some positives. We said it that we had a relatively young team that the Ministry of Sports can look at and consolidate on their efforts. Some of them, Cherika Okogu, you know her story. She made it to the semis. Tobilola Muson also made it to the semis in the 100 meters women's hurdles. Sheye Ogunlewe, we say, is one good one, young and showing promise. Divine Oduduru, same thing. We have them everywhere, even in table tennis. So it's not just a go and total failure Olympics for Team Nigeria. You know what we should do? Let's review the 2016 Rio Olympics. Let's go to Texas. That's where Oluwatobilola Muson, the 100 meters hurdler, an Olympian in a ride, she is standing by to talk to us about her experience in Rio. Good evening, Tobilola, and welcome to the program.
Hi, good evening.
All right, good. I see you smiling. I like that. Toby, we are looking at the 2016 Rio Olympics. What was the experience like for you?
It was the greatest experience ever because my dream was to make it to the Olympics and be an Olympian, and I achieved that.
You didn't just achieve that, you made it to the semis in your event. Walk me through the experience.
You know, my aim was just to take each race one at a time, but unfortunately I didn't make it to the finals. But I tried my best because I had the longest season anyone can say in Nigeria. So I'm glad I ended my season with the 12-9. Still better.
12-9, and at some point you had a little bit of luck going for you. What were the major lessons you picked out of that Olympics, particularly knowing that you were racing amongst the world's best?
The lesson is never to look down on yourself, be confident about what you can do, and just keep pushing on the positive mind and keep praying. You know, that's just the lesson out of the Olympics. Just the positive mind, and with God, I know everything is possible.
And for Team Nigeria, Tobilola, tell me, how much support, not just you, did Team Nigeria athletes receive from the Ministry of Sports and every other official that was with you guys at the games?
You know, they've been really supportive. They came out there to encourage us. That was the least we expected. But they came out to know that they were on our side, and they did not pressurize anybody on getting a medal. They just told us to go in there and do our best. So I think they're the best officials ever.
Toby, you're back in Texas. What's going on with you? What should we be expecting from you next?
You know, like I said, one thing at a time. Right now, I just resumed back to school. I'm focusing on my academics. I have a 2-month break before my fall training starts.
Hard training. Toby, yeah, a lot of people are still trying to understand the hurdles events. Aside that, any special skill from you? Should we be expecting to be competing in another form of event?
If I'm to compete in another event, I'll try the 200 meters.
Tell me why. Tell me why you're looking at the 200 meters.
You know, 100 meters is not just my thing. If I go there, all I'm going to run is 11.5, and, you know, that sounds horrible, kind of. But when I go to the 200 meters, I see myself running PRs every time, so I think I'm better in the 200 and 100 meters. So if I'm to combine both 100 hurdles and 200 meters.
I know you work with an experienced coach that has always been there for you, but the coach wasn't with you in Rio. How important is coaching in terms of an athlete going to a major competition at the Olympics and winning medals?
You know, it's 100%. I'm not going to put it like my coach is always there whenever I need her, because each time she's there, she motivates me even when I feel discouraged. She's always able to motivate me, but I felt so bad because she wasn't there at the Olympics. And some coaches that were around, they were not giving me the 100% motivation I needed, just like how my coach used to do. But I still went there with the fact that she's not there, but I had the the thing in my head, like, oh, she's here mentally, even though she's not here physically. So I went there to make her proud, which I did.
Toby, thank you so much for speaking to us on the program. We will continue to monitor your progress. Stay focused. 2020 is not far away. Thank you.
Yeah, 2020.
All right, Oluwatobilola Amusan, 100 meters hurdler for Team Nigeria. She's an Olympian, right? And you see, this is what I'm saying. She's excited. The experience is a good one. She can only get better.
Yeah. I'm so very happy when you see athletes like this in areas where you neglect. And the fact that she's already thinking of what next. What can I do? Areas of comparative advantage. All of those things make you happy. Not only do you need talent, you need to be intelligent as well. Work on your strengths and try to neutralize your weaknesses. She told us, I don't want to do 100 because if I do, this is what I get. And 200 might get, So that's intelligence right there staring at you. And that's very good. That's very good. And the smile on her face, the excitement when you talk about Tokyo, that's also very good. It's something to look forward to. Athletics, and as a matter of fact, all sports, takes a lot of determination, takes a lot of focus. The next 4 years of her life, she has to be regimented, has to be focused on one goal. And it takes a lot to get to that big stage and to deliver on the big day. So I'm hoping Tokyo will be ours, and in the years to come, she'll be churning out performances that will make her rank among the best in the world.
She's young, she has experienced the Olympics, she's looking forward to 2020. I mean, she mentioned how important coaching is for her as an athlete. That coach wasn't there. And that again is an area that the Ministry of Sport should start looking forward to.
I think the federal government, not just the Ministry of Sport, federal government, when you're trying to cut costs, there are some places you don't even try.
Women's coach couldn't go to the Olympics.
Don't even try to cut. And you see, we just don't understand the value of sports. And I still stand on what I said the other day. If you think you're doing these guys a favor, we're denying of ourselves of the enormous opportunities available. Sports can feed half of the population of the youths that we have in Nigeria. But if we think what sports is for, is to just throw money at some hungry folks, no. You can even make money off your athletes. You can tax their earnings. A lot of things, if you invest in some of them, of course they will deliver. So when you're thinking of cost-cutting measures, don't ever think of all the things that are essential to an athlete delivering, like the coach, like the equipment, training partners. Don't even go there. And all of those things are even more important than officials. Are even more important than people from the sports ministry who have no business in Rio in the first place. We need to look at all of that because it's very, very crucial. The other time somebody was telling us that, look, some of these guys don't even need more than 1 or 2 officials.
That's right.
You need the key personnel. Those people who would ensure that this person...
You can even say president, stay back home. Take secretary general. Because the secretary understands the daily activities of the federation and knows the athletes. President, stay back, secretary, go. But coach is very, very important. I'll tell you the story of boxing and what really happened with Efe Ajagba. Yes, a lot of people, Coach Tony Koyengwachi is with the team, he knows the team. But there are some other guys that talk to these guys and they want to turn back and see that guy. Coach Kehinde Adura is one of them. And the Ministry of Sports, while they were cut down on boxing. And how can you take just one coach to the Olympics for boxing, as technical as that sport is?
Well, I don't know. I watch boxing a lot. When you look at a guy, any guy's corner, you don't see just one person.
You see about 4 guys.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And everyone has
their role.
Some are just maybe doctors. Some it's so deep. You might even need to have a doctor. You might, apart from the coaches, a psychologist maybe. All of those guys behind the corner because they need to give him advice and they need to make decisions for him. There are times a boxer doesn't want to go off the ring and from the corner they know the next blow the guy might just die.
That's right.
They have to throw in the towel. They have to make that decision. And I don't know if you remember the fight between Lennox Lewis and this guy that retired, the elder brother of Klitschko.
Vitaly.
And the coaches all the eyes were caught, the blood gushing out. The guy, Beast from the East, that's his nickname, stood in the ring. I'm not going out.
That's right.
The guy's throwing the towel. You're going to die. Yeah. This guy is going to keep pummeling you. That's how important it is. Not just the code, all the officials.
It's a total package.
Yeah.
I mean, it might just be something Coach Adura would say to Efe Ajagba. Remember, you did this at the African Games. I watched you. You did it. Why Coach Tony Kwangwachi is looking at the next round.
There are some things you might not even be able to tell you. My knuckles, something is wrong. Maybe the doctor, wherever they are. Okay, let me put this. You know, and a lot of this happen. You've watched Floyd Mayweather fight sometimes, and he said, "I dislocated my shoulder." Somebody needs to help him through that, and eventually he comes out winning.
It's a lot. Yeah, I mean, you just put words into my mouth when you were talking about this, and don't just see sports as something that you just go into, you take the budget out of it and put into something else. Because what is Serbia without Novak Djokovic? I mean, in Serbia, how many times do you talk about Serbia?
Without mentioning his name. That's their biggest...
What is the Philippines without Manny Pacquiao?
That's their biggest...
I'm just talking about individuals. I'm not even talking... We are blessed with talents. What is Jamaica without sports?
Yeah, and you talk about Novak. That's their biggest export to the world. No matter what they are producing, their biggest export to the world right now is a man Novak. And you need to look at the team that surrounds him. A lot of people, just one man. He's like a magnet. A lot of people that he's able to pull out and, you know, employ, put in places, do business around his tennis career. I mean, we have a long way to go. That's just a summary.
I know you mean. Let's give you an opportunity to be part of this. It's all about sports development in Nigeria. And the just concluded Rio Olympics is giving us reasons to look at ways we can develop our sports. Yes, a lot of people are saying questions need to be answered. We just spoke to an Olympian, Tobilola Amuson. She's excited. She featured in Rio. She's looking forward to 2020. Someone needs to help that dream come true. And that's what we're saying here, that we can transform our sports. Hopefully tomorrow, when Godwin Kienka and his team, remember the Sports Reform Committee, they will be briefing the minister tomorrow. Maybe they just, bring that framework that might just work for our sports. Because, Yemi, in a whole lot of ways, our sports has the ability to shine. Because we have talents, raw talents. But it's just the system.
It's not favorable. I pity the sports minister, even if he's able to effect those changes, will he be there to see those things work? That's the problem. I think we need to get guarantees from the top level that whatever changes that we need will be guaranteed. And all of these things, I don't know. We need to just take sports seriously. And I'm sorry to say, I don't have anything against sports minister. I think it's beyond it. The way it is now, I think it's beyond it.
Because if a lot of this problem.
Yes, if you don't know if you're going to be there in the next 3 years, you would want to start thinking short term, and that's even the problem with football. Because you're already thinking, let us qualify for this tournament, let us win. You're not even thinking of developing the game. What you're just thinking of, let us do something, so that when we leave, we write in the newspaper that during our tenure, we did this, we did that. It's not working for them, though. But we did this, we did that. And all of those things are just... that's why I said I pity him. I really feel for him. I mean, you could criticize him on one or two areas, but it's a bold move to want to see that report see the light of the day and call for its enforcement. Right. It's a bold move. Whether or not we'll be able to see it through and all the necessary legislation that will buy, it's easy to just talk about these things. Right. But we need commitment from the top. And especially now that you're talking about all of the things happening in our economy, you have a lot of frustration around. And sports is the only thing that takes that off you. It heals your mind and it makes you relax. And if you're able to harness all the potentials, sports will definitely help us out.
I agree, totally agree. Let's go to Twitter, read some messages before I will take a breather on the show. Ifyo Kabasi says, there is dignity in labor. To move forward, we must He used the word must value our sportsmen. Conference of stakeholders is necessary to move forward. Baijis on Twitter says, I'm wishing Team Nigeria Paralympians the best of luck in Rio. Yes. I strongly believe that they will make us proud. I also believe they will make us proud. Thank you so much, Baijis. Let's keep wishing our Paralympians all the best. You know, we'll take a breather on the show now. When we come back, we'll go to Uyo, find out what's going on with the Super Eagles and talk about the MPFL. Don't go anywhere. Stay.